Well, hey everyone, and welcome to Momentum channel. My name is Mo, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 6 different stocks that I plan to buy in the stock market in the week ahead. I'll be sharing with you why I plan to do so and what's my rationale behind those decisions. I'll also provide a quick update on my stock portfolio that I have with Interactive Brokers. This is a US dollar stock portfolio. Without any further ado, let's get into it. All right, as you notice here from the screen, our overall size of the portfolio with Interactive Brokers currently is at $5,370. And we have 24 different stocks that we are invested in. Let's take a look at those. We have on top of our list, CrowdStrike. It is one of our latest additions to this portfolio. We currently have 0.03 fraction of a shares approximately. Our trading price for that average price was at $187.86. The last trading price for CrowdStrike is at $163. This shows that our investment here is down by 13% or down by about 67 cents. It's a fractional share buy, and as a result of that, the amount of unrealized loss is very minimal. We've added these 2 columns on the far right side just to give you a perspective of what is the 52-week low price for these stocks and what's the highest price that they've hit in the past 1 year, to give you more context. Let's walk through the remaining portfolio holdings, and at the end of the video, I'll be sharing with you what are those top 6 portfolio holdings that I would like to add to my stock investment portfolio at this time. The next holding here is Netflix. We have about 1 shares of Netflix with an average price of $470.67. The last trading price for Netflix was at $389.51. It is hovering a lot closer to its 52-week low price. Currently, our shares in Netflix is down by 17%. Next holding is Roku. We have 1.2 fraction of our shares. After Roku announced its earnings recently this past week, the stock got hammered, declined by over 20%. And we made a recent video on our channel almost after that, talking about whether the Roku stock is a buy or not. I will add the link to that in the description and at the card. Be sure to check out that video. For me, Roku is one of those holdings that I have longer term, and I do plan to add to my existing positions. Currently, our shares of Roku are down by 44%, mainly due to the negative 20% decline or so after the earnings announcement, and that just made things a lot worse. Our next holding is Metaverse Platform, the ticker symbol FB. We have close to half a share, and it is down by 11%. Our average shares price is $231.03. FB shares have actually gone down quite a bit. It is trading at its already 52-week low price. This column has not been reflected and updated. As a result of that, the last trading price that is also reflecting after hours is definitely lower than the 52-week low price, and which is why FB is one of those holdings that we intend to add in the week ahead. Next, we have NVIDIA. We have 3.9 fraction of our shares. It is up by 70%. It is one of our positive gains here, or about $376 US. NVIDIA is currently trading at about halfway between 52-week low and 52-week high price. Tesla is our next holding. We have 0.64 fraction of a share at an average purchase price of $404.83. It is up by 110% or $284 US unrealized profit. TSM is our other holding. We have 0.22 fraction of shares. It is in semiconductor firm. It's a Taiwan semiconductor company. It is up by a fraction of a percent, roughly about 1%, or up around 24 cents. Path or UiPath is the next holding. We have currently over 2 full shares. It is down by 12%, and it's showing a negative unrealized loss of it's essentially $10 or $11. It is hovering quite close to its 52-week low price, which was at $31.47. TTWO or Take-Two Interactive is another holding we have. We've been adding this after Take-Two Interactive announced its earnings, and it was in reaction to that, and in reaction actually to its acquisition as well of Zynga, the stock really did quite poorly. We currently have 0.09 fraction of shares at the average purchase price of $156.71. The last trading price for the stock was close to that, which is why the stock is only about 0.5% up. Clock Power, we have 5.3 fraction of a share. It is down by 24%. Our average purchase price here is at $28.92. The highest that this stock has hit in the past 1 year was at $57.78, and the lowest was at $17.51. Twilio is another holding. We have 3.9 fraction of a share. It is down by 27%, showing an unrealized loss of $225. The last trading price for Twilio is at $156, which is even lower than 52-week low price, suggesting that the stock actually got down after the market hours and has hit a new 52-week low. Twilio is on our list to be adding as one additional buy in the week ahead, and we will talk about that momentarily. Next, one of our recent additions is Roblox. We have actually 0.18 fraction of a share. We added it after the Roblox announced its earnings and stock got hammered, declined by over 20%. We've made a video on this channel why this is a good time, in our opinion, to buy shares of Roblox and where it's headed, what type of market it's dealing with. I added a link to that video in the description if you're interested to check it out. But our plan is to add to our existing shares of Roblox in the week ahead as well. Amazon is one other holding. We have 0.12 fraction of a share. It is down by 4.1%. Alibaba, we have 1.2 fraction of a share. It is down by 29%. Last week, we added to our existing shares of Alibaba. Etsy, another holding. We have 0.33 fraction of a share, down by 18%. It is hovering close to its 52-week low price at the price of $125.40. It could be a good time for investors, potentially with the longer-term horizon, to consider adding to their existing shares of Etsy. Okta, we have 2.3 fraction of a share at an average purchase price of $229. The lowest price that Okta has had is in fact at $164.68 after the market hours, which is lower than the reported 52-week low price. Costco, we have close to half a share. It's up by 40% or up $76. NEO, we have 3.1 fraction of a share. It is down by 36% or down about $40. Adobe, we have 0.64 fraction of a share, slightly more than half a share, and it is down by 6.6%. It is hovering very close to its 52-week low price. The last trading price for Adobe was at $440.03. Realty Income, we have 1.6 fraction of a share. It is showing a positive return of 14%. ONL, it's one of those shares that was awarded to us as a result of owning Realty Income. We have 0.16 fraction of a share. It is down by 4.1%. Apple, we have slightly over 3 full shares. It is up by 41% or up $150. Apple last trading price was at $166.50, down from its 1-year high price of $182.72. Disney, we have 1 full share. It is last trading at the price of $150.41, somewhat closer to its 52-week low price, which was at $129.26. Our share of Disney is actually up by 15%. And lastly, our only Canadian stock in this portfolio is 146 shares of very good food company, and it is unfortunately down heavy by 81%, or negative $446 Canadian dollars. It's actually a big drag on this portfolio, and we don't intend to add to our shares of Very. With that out of the way, let me share with you our plans for what stocks we intend to buy in the week ahead. The very first one that we intend to buy in the week ahead is Roku. It is one of those stocks that has been actually hammered after its announced earnings, but we do believe that it has a lot of potential. As I indicated there, we have made a video on this channel. We talked about it in depth. But what's interesting, and I think something that I indicated in the description of that video, is how investors such as Cathie Wood and their firm are actually heavily buying into shares of Roku in the past week alone, and they've been doing so over the past time frame with the longer term horizon that they have into Roku in terms of a lot of intrinsic value that they see in these tech companies that really their prices have gone down extensively as a result of market switching from a lot of these high tech flyers that sometimes are not making money into more of a value stocks. But long-term investors who believe in the intrinsic value of these companies and their projection for continuing to innovate and maintain their leadership in the market, they could consider adding to these shares. And in fact, that's something that I, for one, am doing, and I plan to add to my existing shares of Roku in the week ahead. So Roku is our number one pick for next week to buy. The other one that we intend to buy next week is actually UiPath. It is one of the other firms that we intend to add. We are down by only about 12%, but we intend to add to our existing shares of UiPath in the week ahead. Next, we want to also add to our shares of Twilio. It is down by 27%. It's a phenomenal business, and we believe that taking advantage of these declines in the price points would allow us to really bring our cost average down, capitalizing on its growth for the years to come. Next, we want to add to our existing shares of Roblox. As I indicated, we talked about it in a recent video. We've added only about 0.2 fraction of a share, but we want to grow this to a much larger position. We will be adding to our existing shares in the week ahead and taking advantage of the decline in the prices of Roblox. Next, addition to our holdings next week would be Okta, and we want to add to our shares of Okta in the week ahead, taking full advantage of this decline. We are currently seeing that our shares of Okta are down by 28%, and the last price is even lower than the reported 52-week low price that we talked about. And lastly, of course, FB would be one other addition that we would like to add to our holdings, and taking full advantage of the Meta platform's decline in its stock price, because we think this is a wonderful long-term investment for us when it comes to investing. Before I wrap up this video, I just wanted to share with you the email alerts that I get from ARK Trading Desk. And this tells me transparently, actually, what shares and funds the ARK Invest is actually investing in every day. At the end of the trading day, they have this feature that you can get notified. And if you look at, for example, the details from February 17, you notice some of the buys that they've had. They bought companies such as Shopify, Twilio, Roku, Zoom Video Communications, Roblox, and UiPath. Some of those familiar names that we talked about. And you also notice what companies they've actually sold. They share that transparently. And if you look at the one from the last trading day, which goes back to a recent edition before the weekend, you notice again they've been buying shares of Roku, close to 600,000 shares of Roku that they've bought during that trading day for ARKK, Zoom Video, UiPath, Twilio, C Limited, Roblox, Shopify, and a number of other names that you notice here from the screen, and for different funds that they've been adding and buying. Also, you notice what funds they've been selling. Let me know what you thought of this video. Are any of these holdings that we have in our portfolio the ones that you are currently perhaps buying or selling? I would love to hear from you. So leave me a comment down below and share your thoughts and your trades. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from the video as well. And please subscribe to our channel. Here on Momentum Finance, we post every week several videos about investing, whether it's investing in the stock market, cryptocurrencies, real estate, as well as ways to reach financial freedom. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.